And she's here to give us some incredible tips to stay active and healthy and safe all summer long. You know her, you love her. Her name is Kathleen Trotter. Nice to have you back on the show again.
Safety, summer fun. It's safety first, no willy-nilly.
No. Willy-nilly is bad in the summer months. I hear that.
You can't just go out even though you want to. And I know that the sun is great, instant mood boost. It's so fun to go out and be with your friends and family. But you have to think, Kathleen says, safety first.
Safety first. Why does it make us feel so good, though, when we get out into that sunshine?
Oh, it's being outside and being with friends and family, right? And being active. 3 things that are really an instant mood boost hormonally, right?
Okay.
So, but if you're going to go outside, you have to think location, time of day, you have to be prepared. You know, we were talking before the segment, you know, if you're going out and doing, like, playing football or soccer, you think, oh, I'm exercising, I really have to make sure I'm hydrated. But sometimes it's the sneaky fitness. It's like mowing your lawn or gardening or going for a walk or being in a pool where you don't even think, oh, I'm being active. So you forget to hydrate. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I feel so crappy, right?
Okay, because you actually have a personal story about how you felt.
Oh, you're calling out my personal story.
Yeah, but this is a good example.
So everyone at home can know to do as I say, not as I do.
Okay.
So I was in Denver, and they were having a crazy heat wave, and I went for a run, and it was really beautiful. So I kept running, and then it was even more beautiful, and I was like, oh, it's so nice. So I kept going, and kept going, and I got really sick, and I actually missed 2 lectures of my conference because I was in my hotel room vomiting. Yeah, that's how sick I was.
Now, can I ask?
It was a really pretty sight.
I can imagine you paint such a picture. Did you feel sick?
Has this ever happened to you?
Yes, it has. But did you feel sick right away?
Getting away from that. You know what? No, that's the trick. That's a really good question, actually, because I didn't feel. No, when I was running, I felt awesome, right? So it was after, it was like 3 or 4 hours later, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, this does not feel good. Right, so yeah, heat exhaustion, stroke, dehydration, sunburns, all of those, not fun. So you have to make sure you stay hydrated.
So let's stick to the plan here, and not talk about my experiences. How do you stay hydrated? What's the best way? I know, of course, water, right?
Right, yeah. Okay, so water, yes. Urine test. So
I'm sorry?
You're like, whoa, that was out of left field. I know, I just thought we'd go from, so fun. So everyone's always like, how much water do I need, right? Yeah. So water is really, really key. If you don't have enough water, you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel foggy, you're going to feel lethargic, right? Because water, your body is 60% water, your brain is 70% water. It is important for everything from circulation to keeping heat away from your vital organs, right? All biochemical reactions need water, right? So then you're like, okay, that's all great. Water is really important, but how do I know if I'm getting enough?
Okay, and this is with like a urine test.
Exactly, right? Because the problem is that we're all different. Yeah, you're different than I am, right?
Like much different.
You
you're in shape.
You sweat less or you sweat more. You know, and if you're in intense exercise, you need more or less water. So because everybody is different, you can look at your urine. If it is clear, you're like, oh, I'm hydrated. I'm good. Kathleen would be happy with me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So this is just some food coloring, but I'm going to see.
Are you sure it's just food coloring?
It's not my urine. If your urine is this color, you are dehydrated.
You're in good trouble. Okay.
Okay. So a little drop. Let's see if this works here.
Did you take the thing off first?
Off. So while I take the top off, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So a little drop.
Okay.
That's already a little bit too yellow. Okay. So we want to be either clear or sort of halfway between clear and this, right? But we definitely know when we go more than that.
Wow.
Let's take you to the hospital.
That just looks messy. Okay. All right, so what's the best ways? We have about 2 minutes left here.
Oh my goodness, only 2 minutes.
What is the best way to make sure that you're hydrated?
Okay, so first of all, eat foods that have water in them. Fresh fruits and vegetables, soups are really good. Making sure you go into every workout hydrated, that's a really key thing. Okay. Making sure you're sun safe, you have your hat, you have your sunscreen, UV protective clothing, right? Thinking about time of day. This is really key. We were also talking about this pre-show that, I don't run in the summer after 7 in the morning. It's just too hot. So I run inside after 7 in the morning. What about you? Do you?
I don't run much, but when I do, I guess I am one of those people that don't take the advice and I just sort of go for it when I have time. So do you recommend indoor exercise?
Well, for me, I don't want to run in the heat of the day, so it's just too much. I might go for a walk, but this is where the stop sign comes in, where you listen to your own body. I mean, everybody's a little bit different. If you're playing a sport and you have to be outside, well, then go for it. But I really, in the sun, middle of the day, I'm inside. And then morning, after about 7 o'clock at night, outside. That's sort of my rules. But again, it's do you. You have to know who you are and what you do and what works for you.
With less than a minute, how do you know? I know you've got lots to get to.
But we haven't gone to the Gatorade and the homemade Gatorade.
Let's get to it.
Okay, so if you're exercising for more than an hour, especially if it's intense exercise and you're outside, you need something more than water, right? Because you need something with a little bit of sugar and sodium. So you can either have a pre-made sports drink or you can make your own. So this actually is just a little bit of juice, water, and a little bit of salt. And that's really, really key. So because you can actually create harm with too much water.
Yeah, you can, because you can overdo it. Your organs can just...
Exactly. Well, your brain can swell.
Nobody
so
wants a swollen brain.
Over an hour, you got to have a little bit of extra stuff.
KathleenTrotter.com.
Yes, KathleenTrotter.com. And did everybody see? I'm in I have to show them. Look, it's summer.
We gotta go, Kathleen.
No,
okay.
but it's summer.
More daytime coming up.